Hey everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to watch. Today's video is going to be a chit chat get ready with me because, as most of you probably already know, I have not filmed a video, posted a video in a very long time, and I'm so sorry about that. We'll get into all of those details in a little bit. So I just wanted to get ready and talk to you guys about why I've been gone so long, what I've been up to, just kind of like a brief update, if you will. And I'm really excited about showcasing some products that I've never showcased on my channel before, a lot of new items that I've been loving, and I wanted to do something kind of fall related because right now it is super rainy and dreary outside, and I'm just kind of really starting to get those fall vibes. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay, so as you can see, I am like a little bit of a hot mess right now. I got out of the shower, my hair is a little bit air dried, a little bit still wet, so don't mind this mess situation right here. I'm just gonna put my hair back, and we're gonna start off with primer. So I'm gonna kind of go into just a brief description of everything I'm gonna be using, but mainly just chit-chatting with you guys. So the first thing I'm gonna use is the MAC Strobe Cream. I've absolutely been loving this. It's such a beautiful cream, and it's just, I don't know, it's just magnificent. Like, it just has this really pretty, like, natural sheen to it. It's a bit hydrating as well, and I don't know if y'all can even see, but it's just really, like, when the light hits it, it's just really beautiful. So I've been liking to apply this underneath my foundation lately just to give it a little bit more like of a luminosity. So where have I been? I don't even know, you guys. I've posted, or I've filmed several videos like the past couple months ago that I never ended up editing and posting, and I'm so sorry about that. I kind of got a little burnt out to the whole, like, the filming part I really enjoy, but it's the whole editing part of it that just kind of really just bogs me down, and I just kind of didn't know if it's something that I wanted to continue doing. I really like filming for you guys and just being on here and getting to play with makeup and talking to you guys, but the whole editing part of it, just like I said, really kind of bogged me down. So I had these videos that I just didn't post, and now I feel like they're kind of irrelevant now, so I just probably won't post them. But I'm doing this today, and then I also probably am going to do an empties video as well. I'm not sure which video is going to go up first, but yeah, don't you just love how this strobe cream makes my skin look? It's just, I love how, like, shiny it makes my face look, and just like has this really great luminosity to it. I love it. My foundation I like using is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. If y'all seen any of my past videos, this is what I always use. I have been using some different foundations that I can talk about in maybe like a favorites video or something that I have been liking. But when I'm gonna be going out tonight, anytime I like go out, this is like my go-to go out foundation. I just feel like it makes the skin look so flawless and beautiful and porcelain, and any imperfections or anything like that, it just kind of covers it up. It's not full coverage, but it's full enough to where it just evens everything out, and it gives this really nice like satin finish. So I'm just going to just kind of shellac this all over my face. You can never apply too much stick foundation. I don't know, it just, like I said, it shears out to just this beautiful coverage. So I'm going to be using my little pink beauty blender to blend all this out. Now, with a stick foundation, I will say that sometimes I more so like to use a brush just because it is cream, so it doesn't blend out quite as easily as a liquid when using a sponge. So either or, but I really just like how the finish is when you use a sponge. Sometimes I'll go in with a brush and then use the sponge afterwards to kind of even things out if maybe you could see a little bit of the streakiness from the bristles of the brush. But for today, I'm just gonna use this. So I had my wedding. My wedding was in May of this year. So right now it is, what month is it? September. So my wedding was about 4 months ago, and it was magnificent. It was the most magical time. We got married in Cancun, Mexico. So yeah, it was awesome. We had about 40 of our friends and family come and join us in our celebration, and we were there for about 8 days. So we went to one resort where we got married. We were there for about 5 days. And then afterwards we took a little honeymoon short trip to the hotel. It was actually right next to that, our wedding hotel. So we just like hopped over to this other resort, and it was a little bit more ritzy, a little bit more, you know, relaxing and fancy, compared to kind of like more of our party-ish resort vibe where we got married. So it was just a really nice, relaxing, like intimate resort, perfect for a honeymoon. We had just so much fun, and we were there and we wanted to extend our vacation out. Like, we did not want to come home, and we were talking to our travel agent. We're like, what do we need to do, like, to add an extra day or two onto our stay, because we just love it so much. And she gave us like the price breakdown of like what it would be to like add that to our trip to stay a little bit longer. So we just said like, nah, like we wanted to so badly, but just the extra money after everything we just paid for the wedding and the honeymoon, it was a lot. So we just didn't want to spend the extra money if we didn't absolutely have to, you know. So but we're going back next year for our 1-year anniversary. So our wedding resort, when you get married there, they offer 1 free night stay for your anniversary trip. So we're gonna go for our anniversary next May. I'm really excited to go back. I mean, just to like kind of relive the experience. Obviously, like, our friends and family won't be there this time, which kind of sucks. But it's just, it would just be nice to like just go back and just have like, you know, this reliving moment and enjoy that resort, because that resort is actually like so much fun and so nice. So anyways, so it's been good. Wedding and like honeymoon and just married life in general has been good. We've been really just enjoying it. Right now we're still living in the same place. We live with 2 roommates at the moment. We've been living with them for like, what, I think almost 4 years or so. We're trying to move out. Like, we really want to move out just because, you know, we're married now. Like, we just want to live like on our own and it just be us, and we, you know, like, it's just like the grown-up thing to do. You get married, you get your own place. So I think we'll probably start out with getting an apartment. We just don't think like buying a house right now in this market is the best idea. So we might just start off with an apartment, but that's fine. That's pretty much it with that. Just as a side note here, I'm going to add some balm to my lips because right now they're a bit chapped. This balm is a little sampler sort of thing I got from my Ipsy bag. This is called Hey Honey Besame Mucho Shea Butter and Propolis Lip Balm for dry and chapped lips. Really been liking it. It just really hydrates the lips so nicely and gives it a little bit of a shine too. By the way, the brow product that I use, as always, is the Anastasia Brow Definer in the color Blonde. Alright, so brows are done. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape. That's what I use to clean up underneath my brows. I'm going to use that for just concealing as well. Actually, before I conceal, I actually wanted to do a little bit of cream contouring. So fall to me kind of screams dry skin. My skin gets pretty dry in the fall. So I really like to cream contour in the fall just because it adds a little bit more hydration to the skin. That's just me. I really do enjoy these Pro Conceal LA Girl High Definition Concealers. This is in the shade Cool Tan. And so what I'll do is, I really do not like the applicator on this, but you just have to kind of squeeze it up into this little brush head. And then what I'll do is I will kind of bring it into just like the very back portion of underneath of my cheekbone right here. I don't go too far in because I don't want it to look muddy right here. I just kind of do it halfway, and then I'll add a little bit to the forehead and underneath the lip as well. Kind of like to do a little bit of surgery just to bring this chin up a little bit. This is the RT, the Real Techniques foundation brush. I'm gonna take the lighter concealer, this is Porcelain, and we're going to squeeze it up and fix underneath here. It went too far down, so I'm just going to apply that here, and I'm also going to apply some here as well because it got a little bit dark up in here. It just like literally spatted at me. What the hell? That's, oh, I hate this packaging. I haven't used this in a while actually. I don't even know if it's still good, but we're just working with what we got. So like the whole beauty thing, like with the whole makeup thing, and I really, like I said, I really enjoy filming these videos. But when you film these videos, you don't always want to be using the same products over and over again. And I feel like it got to the point for me where like I didn't have as much money. You know, with planning a wedding, it's just so expensive, and so you don't have as much money to work with, and so I wasn't really buying any new makeup, and I just didn't, I don't know, I didn't want to let y'all down and be using the same products over and over again. Like, I really like testing new makeup and just doing different things, using different techniques, and I just felt like it was kind of getting a little bit monotonous because I wasn't able to, you know, buy new products like I wanted to. And so I just kind of stopped filming, just tried to save money, and you know, had my wedding and everything, which was amazing but was not cheap. Okay, so I'm gonna go actually with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and do my concealing now. I wanna get all the creams out of the way before I go in with any powders. So my mom's birthday is on the 10th of September, which is on Monday, and I got her this little cooking class at Sur La Table. I'm not sure if y'all know what that is, but it's like kind of like a I can't even describe it. It's just got a lot of like kitchen equipment, utensils, everything to do with cooking. They have it there, and they have like these little cooking classes, and you get to like bring your own bottle of wine and spend 2 hours just cooking and learning, and you know, learning new recipes and, you know, techniques and stuff. It's just a lot of fun. So we're gonna go to that, and the theme is Tuscan food, so I'm really excited about it. I haven't been to a cooking class in a while. I just feel like every time I go to a cooking class, it's just such a great learning experience, and I feel like pumped up to cook. Because I cook on a regular basis, but I usually cook like the same things over and over again. Like I get kind of like in this habit where like it's easy, I know how to make it really quickly, and so I usually make like the same things. But I want to, you know, I like to branch out and learn how to cook more things. Next week is Grape Fest. So we, here in Texas, we have this little city called Grapevine, and they've got a lot of different wineries in there, and they have this big, massive like wine tasting thing every year, and you get to go around and taste like 50 different wineries wines, and it's just a huge event, and you just go around this big kind of like U shape in this tent to all these different wineries. They're Texas-based wineries, and then at the end you get to vote for your favorite one. And we go every year. I've gone every single year for 7 years. Actually, since I turned 21, which was 7 years ago, I've gone every year except 1 year when I had job training that I had to go to up in Maryland. But other than that, I've been every single year, and I love it. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder. It's the loose powder, and I like just placing this underneath the eyes to set the concealer. So Halloween is coming up. I'm sure y'all know that, September. So next month is Halloween. And last year I did these really, really fun, crazy looks for Halloween, like beauty, like makeup looks that I just really loved. And so I want to film more for you guys. And I think Halloween makeup is such a fun thing because you get to get out of your comfort zone. You know, you're used to doing your makeup a certain type of way and having a certain type of look every day of every year, and this is the one time in the year where you get to go kind of balls to the wall. So I just absolutely think it's the funnest thing ever, and I'm really looking forward to it. So if there's any specific like Halloween looks that y'all would like to see me do, please just leave that in the comment section down below. I am going to bronze up my face using the Butter Bronzer. This is the light bronzer. You have a good day. All right, so that is where I'm gonna leave that. I really enjoy this blush palette. It's got a lot of like peachy and pinky tones in it, which is just like my jam. Mix them like that, and then I'll dust off any of the extra. Oh, and this, by the way, is the Luxie 504 large angled brush. These are very pigmented blushes, so you can easily apply too much, just FYI. Okay, that's a lot. We will be playing with her new palette today. I really want, I got this one because I really wanted this one, and I also really want the green. It's kind of like the army green palette. I forgot what it's called, but this one is like with the really pretty like purpley and like plummy shades. This one is, oh, it doesn't, oh yeah, it's called Bling Boss. So those are the shades. Absolutely stunning. And I just love the packaging of this too. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. I also have the actual like original Jaclyn Hill palette here I will be kind of taking from as well. It's just got so many like staple shades in here that I just like using these kind of hand in hand together, which I think is what they're meant to be used for. They're just kind of like additives to this palette. As you can see, I already hit pan on these two, which sucks because these are like my favorite transition shades that I'm already almost out of. And this palette doesn't really have any transition shades. It's got this one that's called Hush Hush, but it's a really, really cool toned like purpley brown shade, and it's just too dark for me to use as a transition base. I'm gonna add some highlighter now, and I really like mixing these two highlighters together. So the first one is the this is the Opal highlighter, and I've hit pretty large pan on that. I really love this highlighter. I'm interested in getting the Moonstone highlighter because it's a little bit lighter. This is just a tad darker than I normally like. So what I'll do is I'll add this as kind of a base. So next I'm going to use the Smashbox Spotlight palette. This is in the shade Pearl. So the lighter shade, I'm going to add that right on top. And then I'll mix these two together for my nose. And this is the Morphe Setting Mist. So I'm going to go in here to the big honkin' Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm going to start off with this shade, which obviously is like the one I like using the most. Speaking of Jaclyn Hill and just like the beauty community in general, the first person that I remembered really falling in love with and like loved to watch on a daily basis was Jaclyn Hill. That's why, I mean, if you can tell, like I just love her so much, and I really think that like everything she says and everything she does, it's like a cult following to me in a way. Like, I mean, when I say that like Jaclyn Hill really sparked my interest in YouTube and just really enticed me into the beauty community in general, I feel like she's just like that staple like influencer, and I love her so much for that. I feel like she's just been such an inspiration, and I just love everything about her. I love her personality. I just love how honest she is, and she recently made a video talking about the beauty community and how it's changed so much, and like how, you know, there's just this issue in the beauty community where people like to use other people for their own benefit, for their own advantage. And there's just been a lot of drama in the beauty community in general, like as far as YouTube goes, and it's really kind of disappointing because when I first started watching, it was just so like inspirational, and just like this place where you could just go and escape and have this just girl time where it was like you're watching this person that you really feel like you're connecting with, and like you feel like they're kind of like a friend in a way, and you watch these people on a day-to-day basis. Jaclyn Hill, Kathleen Lights, like Marlena from Makeup Geek. Those are the people that I started watching out in the beginning and just like never stopped watching because I just love them so much. But now with all these other people coming in, they've been in the game for a few years now, but they weren't like the OGs, and they're trying so hard to get themselves to that kind of level and wanting to make more and more money, which originally it wasn't really about money. It was more about just the love of makeup. Sorry, I'm mixing these 3 shades: Sparks, Rockstar, and Mystic. So it wasn't even like about the money at that point. It was just about the sheer love for makeup and wanting to learn and growing from each other. And now it's just this whole competition of like, who can get more followers, who can make more money. It's all about this game of trying to get ahead, and it's just really disappointing that that's what it's come to nowadays. And obviously, like, I'm a very, very small YouTube channel. You know, I'm really grateful for the followers that I do have, and anybody who's stuck around and still followed me after I have not been posting, I really appreciate. Obviously, like, when you get bigger in fame and in, you know, this industry, you know, you'd hope it doesn't go to your head, but I feel like a lot of people it tends to. And I just think that, you know, you really have to keep in mind and really hold on tight to the reason behind why you started, you know, your love for beauty and started your channel in the first place. So I am now blending these Hush Hush, which is that like light taupey, like purpley tan color, onto the lid. I'm not the biggest fan of the shadows in this palette. As far as the matte shadows go, I feel like they're not blending out as evenly as I normally like. I'm not really sure what happened with the formulation of this to make it like not as good as the original, but it's been kind of a struggle to work with. Alright, so I think I'm liking where this is going on this eye. I'm going to deepen out the outer corner a little bit with this Cosette S185, and I'm going to go into the big Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to grab this shade right here, which is a really pretty, really dark purple. We're going to do a cut crease. I'm going to grab this. This is a Sephora concealer brush, just like a little paddle brush here. We're going to grab a little bit of that concealer, just a very small amount, just so that we can carve out the top first. Alright, I'm just going to do a half cut crease, so we're not going to go all the way out. I think I might use this white. I don't know, I'm just kind of wanting to venture out and maybe try this. This is the M&M Shadows in White, Meech and Mia. Oh, wow. Whoa, that's pretty. That is really freaking pretty. Now, I thought about maybe doing a wing liner. I don't know, just wing liners in general I feel like are kind of on the outs for now. I mean, a lot of people I feel like haven't been doing them as often. I'm just gonna leave it for like that for now. I may end up doing a wing liner at the end. I might add that in, but for now I'm just gonna leave this as is. So I'm going to grab my Sigma E30 brush, grab that light shade from the Jaclyn Hill, like the large palette, that transition shade, and just place that underneath here. What else can I update y'all on? As far as the whole baby thing, sometimes, I don't know, I feel like I get some people asking, because, you know, we just got married, we've been together for 8 years, you know, when the whole baby thing is gonna be happening, or if it is. And I think it will, hopefully. The thing with it is that, you know, we'll definitely have to do some fertility treatments. We have an appointment on October 1st to go and see a fertility doctor, just to kind of see what our options are. So at that point, I think we'll get a better idea of what like what the time frame will be, what the cost will be, you know, and we can make an informed decision at that point. Just as of right now, we're kind of just enjoying our married life. So we're just trying to enjoy it. You know, we've obviously got to move out and have all of that stuff happen first. I'm putting a little bit of eyeliner on my waterline. This is the Tarte Smolder Eyes black liner. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and then we'll come back here and we'll kind of finish things up and finish up our little chit chat. All right, so I went ahead and straightened my hair. I put my lashes on, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of go over the lash line with that liner just to try and hide that band as much as possible. I'm using this Pixi liquid lip. It's the Matte Last Liquid Lip in Evening Rose. I have been loving this formula, this shade, the packaging. I just love everything about this. It's so pretty, and it smells good, and it glides on the lips. I love it. Look how pigmented that is. Like, it's just so good. And you can pick up Pixi at Target. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. Again, I'm so sorry that I've been so MIA on here, but I promise to be more active, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this look and a little bit of a chit chat. Get ready with me. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so, and also like this video if you want to see more from me. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.